Did you know that sometimes world leaders talk to each other using social media? It happened just recently when the United States and Iran exchanged strong messages online. Let's find out what they said and what it means in our conversation today.
Hey Lily, have you heard about the recent tense messages between the US and Iran?
Yeah, I saw something online about their leaders trading threats. Sounds serious.
It is serious, but what caught my attention is that a lot of it happened on social media, like Twitter.
Really? That's surprising. Usually leaders talk in meetings, right?
Exactly. But this time, after a big funeral in Iran, the US president warned of missile attacks against Iran.
Wait, there was a funeral? For who?
For Iran's supreme leader's father. It was a very important event with lots of people attending.
So the U.S. president responded during or after this funeral?
After, he posted messages threatening more missile strikes. The situation became more tense.
That sounds scary. How did Iran respond?
The supreme leader's son said that the country would continue to seek revenge for his father's death. He said it's the will of their nation.
Wow, that's strong language. Does this affect other things like trade or safety?
Yes, because they're also fighting over a very important sea passage called the Strait of Hormuz.
I remember reading about that. Ships pass through there, right?
Exactly. It's a narrow waterway where a big part of the world's oil moves. Iran wants to control it and even charge ships that pass through.
That must worry other countries.
It does. The U.S. wants Iran to say publicly that the strait is open for all ships and that no ships will be attacked.
So if Iran controls it, could they block ships?
Yes, or make it dangerous for them. That's why this is a tense issue.
How do people feel about this in the U.S. and Iran?
Well, opinions vary. Some people want peace and talks. Others feel stronger actions are needed.
I guess it's hard to find common ground in such conflicts.
True. But I think it's interesting how social media plays a role now in these discussions.
Yeah, leaders sharing messages publicly can make situations more visible quickly.
And sometimes it might make things worse if the words sound too strong or threatening.
Definitely. Do you think they will try to negotiate in person soon?
There are talks to keep negotiations going, but the situation is fragile.
It must be stressful for people living nearby.
For sure. People worry about safety and economic effects, like oil prices.
What do you think should happen?
Honestly, I think calm talks and clear communication are the best approach.
I agree. Violence rarely solves long-term problems.
Well said. This news reminds us how important it is to understand different sides and stay informed.
And it shows how we can learn English from real events using real conversations.
Exactly. It's a good way to practice speaking naturally and learn useful words.
Thanks, Ryan. I feel more confident talking about difficult news now.
You're welcome, Lily. Let's keep discussing news and improving our English together.
Absolutely. So, what's next on our language journey?
Patience and practice, just like in real life.
Now let's review some useful words from our conversation about the recent news between the U.S. and Iran. The word threat means a statement that shows an intention to cause harm or trouble. For example, the leader made a threat to take action. Avenge means to take action to punish someone who has done wrong, often to get justice. For example, they wanted to avenge the wrong done to their family. A funeral is a ceremony where people honor a person who has died. For example, many people attended the funeral to say goodbye. Strife means conflict or struggle between groups or people. For example, the country faced many years of strife. Negotiate means to discuss something to reach an agreement. For example, they tried to negotiate a peace agreement. Publicly means in a way that everyone can see or hear. For example, the company spoke publicly about its plans. Control means to have power or influence over something. For example, the country wants to control the important waterway. Demand means to strongly ask for something because it is necessary. For example, the officials demand that the rules be followed. Willing means ready to do something or agree easily. For example, she is willing to help with the project. Great! Now it's time to practice pronunciation. Listen and repeat each sentence carefully. Leaders often use social media to send messages. The Strait of Hormuz is an important waterway for ships. Threats between countries can increase tension quickly. Negotiations help to solve conflicts peacefully. Many people attended the funeral to show respect. Countries want to control key trade routes for safety. Public statements can impact international relations. Willingness to talk can help prevent conflict. Strong words may increase fear, but also awareness. Today, we talked about recent messages between leaders of the US and Iran. Remember, practicing natural conversation helps you understand real English better. What's your opinion about leaders using social media to communicate? Share your thoughts.